by the Minister of Transportation.
Critical reforms and investment have accelerated across all transport modes, and the Federal Executive Council has approved the National Land Transport Policy, a milestone framework that will harmonize standards, improve coordination, and foster private sector participation.
Transportation remains a life wire of any society, as the governor of Kaduna State provides insight on what the state is doing to ease public transportation in the state.
In tandem, we unveiled the Kaduna Bus Rapid Transit, the first of its kind in northern Nigeria and only second in the country after Lagos State. The Kaduna Rapid Bus Transit will feature a dedicated 24-kilometer corridor from Regachukun to Sabantesha and is supported by more than 30 billion naira in counterpart funding from Kaduna State government.
On the sideline of the conference, passengers commuting between Itakpe and Warri are assured of efficient train services.
We completed restoration of the service on Sunday, and we took yesterday and today to do a security reconnaissance. It was in the course of the reconnaissance that we got those two people, and I want to tell you that the train is running tomorrow, 8 a.m. from Warri to Itakpe and Ajaokuta.
The conference, which attracted stakeholders from across the country, is expected to deliberate on an all-inclusive national transport policy.
In business, Vice President Senator Kashim Shettima and other economic stakeholders have urged African countries to expand the adoption of Islamic finance as a pathway to inclusive and sustainable economic transformation across the continent. Represented by Dr. Tokwe Fashua, Special Advisor to the President on Economic Matters, Mr. Shettima made the call while addressing delegates at the 7th African International Conference on Islamic Finance, AICIF, which held in Lagos. Speaking on the theme, Africa Emerging, a Prosperous and Inclusive Outlook, the Vice President emphasized that Africa's demographic advantage must translate into shared prosperity, stressing that the continent...
Attention! Brake! Brake! Watch out! Do you have to drive like you're in Formula One?
But Mama, I'm only doing 30.
The lights, they're red. And now you're drinking and driving.
Yes, Mama. Red Bull. Here it says vitalizes body and mind, and it gives you wings. Bye, Mama!
Wings? Obi, where are you going? Call me to let me know you've arrived safely. Don't stay out too late. Think of your poor Mama.
My skin is my identity, my energy, my strength. It deserves care and nourishment so that I can stay true in it. Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care. Nivea is for skin.
And the Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat have renewed commitment towards strengthening the implementation of the Pact for the Prosperity of Nigerians. The Comptroller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Mr. Adewale Adeniyi, and the Secretary General of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, Mr. Wamkele Mene, gave the assurance at a meeting in Accra, Ghana. They explained that the Customs Service, the government, as well as members of the private sector, remain at the core of making the policy work for the good of its people.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Welcome.
Thank you so very much for having us.
The Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service, Mr. Adewale Adeniyi, leads the Nigerian delegation to this meeting with the Secretary General of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area to discuss how the Nigeria Customs Service can help facilitate trade under the agreement.
I thought it was...
After the meeting, both officials speak on the benefits of the sector and how the deployment of technology, efficient payment system, as well as stronger collaborations can help enhance trade on the continent.
The issue of deficiencies in our trade data across the continent. This is a challenge that I have accepted to play working with other colleagues. And secondly, the existing structure which the Secretariat has created bringing together all heads of customs administration also needed to be strengthened.
We have committed that we're going to work together to where there are things within our mandate to immediately deal with those challenges within our mandate.
The African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA agreement, has made significant progress since its inception, with several achievements ongoing. The agreement targets the elimination of tariffs on 90% of goods between 5 and 10 years, increased market access, deepening digital trade through the Pan-African Payment Settlement System, amongst others. The Nigeria Customs Service is promising to leverage its latest interventions to boost trade under the platform.
When we started the Authorized Economic Operator Program, we make sure that we admitted quite a number of them, because AEO is about managing compliance. And we want to say that as the companies are still very, very small, we want them to really imbibe the spirit of compliance, so that when they scale up, it will be easier for us to manage the bigger volume.
Besides the visit to the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, the Controller General of the Nigeria Customs Service also pays a courtesy visit to his Ghanaian counterpart. The idea is to strengthen ties and improve trade between the two countries.
Together, we know that we must strengthen intelligence sharing and then also enhance joint operations against transnational crimes. We must also harmonize customs procedures to support the African Continental Free Trade Area, and then deepen capacity building initiatives that empower our officers to serve with integrity and excellence.
Overall, the agreement has shown promise in promoting intra-African trade and economic integration. However, these stakeholders are calling for sustained collaboration to address the existing challenges to ensure its full potential is realized.
Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta is excited with the brilliant performance of the Gunners in the Champions League so far. Standing captain Bukayo Saka opened scoring from the penalty spot before Mikel Merino's 2 second-half goals helped Arsenal to a 3-0 win over Slavia Prague. They have now scored 11 goals without conceding to maintain their perfect start in the competition.
Well, I'm very happy, obviously, with the win, 4 in a row without conceding a goal. A really tough place to come. I told the boys the game that we had to expect, a team that is super intense, very direct, man-to-man. So very short sequences of play, a lot of fouls, a lot of restarts, very difficult to get any fluency in the match. But if we were patient and emotionally controlled, we're going to have our chances and the way they set up. And we did that. I think the margin was, at the end, it looked comfortable, but I don't think it was a comfortable match at all. And not only the win, but as well the fact that we have some players that they haven't played much performing really well. Mikel stepping up as a 9 and scoring 2 goals. Mike's making his debut and probably the youngest ever.
Hey guys, big news! Coke is giving out over 250 million naira in cash and prizes. Yep, 4 million naira up for grabs every day and 10 brand new millionaires every week. All you've got to do is buy, scan, find, win. The more you drink, the closer you get to the bag. Keep it chill and don't forget to share a Coke.
Face Venezuela on Friday in what could be a key clash in the group.
It's missed by Stanley Louis. First there was Hamad, and Egypt restore their 2-goal lead.
Away from football now, 7-time Grand Slam champion Venus Williams has been granted a wild card to play in the Auckland Classic in January. The 45-year-old is making a return to the Australian Open warm-up event after coming back to the circuit in August at the US Open following a 16-month break. Williams, who won the Auckland Classic in 2015 when she beat Caroline Wozniacki in the final, has lifted 5 Wimbledon singles titles, 2 U.S. Opens and an Olympic gold in Sydney 2000. In the NBA, Oklahoma City Thunder have set a franchise in record for consecutive victories. And now, as far as the NBA is concerned, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 30 points and 12 assists as the defending champion extend their season-opening winning streak to 8 games with a 126-107 victory over the Los Angeles Clippers. Isaiah Joe added 22 points, and Cason Wallace and Aaron Wiggins each had 12 to help the Thunder overcome an early surge by the Clippers. James Harden scored 25 points and John Collins added 17 for the Clippers on the second night of a home back-to-back.
They call that petty, Terry. That was a very good word. I like that word. SGA on the spin. Wiggins, yeah. Comes on and gets one right away. Pretty move, the answer at the other end.
And that sums it up on News Track at this time. Thank you for watching. Of course, we'll return at the top of the hour with more. Bye for now.